What is more beautiful, the start or the end? It's not a trick question. जैसे लोग कहते हैं ना, I love happy endings, या फिर I love how they met, how it started. वैसे ही, what do you like more? The start of the story or the end of it? Think about it while we dive into this episode. नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है तुषार गर्ग और आप सुन रहे हैं द टी पॉट. चलो एक कहानी सुनाता हूँ. A story of how I started. Before starting, I want to tell you something about myself. I belong to a very social household. Like, pick any of my family member and you'll observe how quick they are in socializing and making friends. This quality alone has put me in between such intense conversations that I couldn't even fathom them. And some of them I don't even understand now. Well, I am my parents' kid, so obviously I have some shred of this quality. So it all started with me having a conversation with my friends. मैं तुम्हें बता नहीं सकता कि मेरे दोस्तों के साथ मैंने किन किन टॉपिक्स पर डिस्कशंस किए हैं. रादर हमने बहस की है. We would start with भाई इक्वेशन सॉल्व नहीं हो पा रहा है and end with fuck capitalism. Don't even ask how we reached there. But yeah, this is something that happens frequently. And I'm a fan of debates and conversations, but I wouldn't say I participated much in them. I was mostly the observer and in many of the cases, the tiebreaker. And well, I suck at being a tiebreaker. For a very long time, I couldn't understand why. I thought long and hard about it. I self-doubted. I cursed myself. कि if you can't have an opinion on such silly things, then what good are you, तुषार? ये थी मेरी self-doubt की जर्नी. But जैसे जैसे टाइम बीता, I became more aware of things. I became more aware of my surroundings and most importantly, I became more aware of myself. I realized something. ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरा ओपिनियन नहीं है, बट मेरा ओपिनियन इनके नैरेटिव में फिट नहीं हो रहा. माई फ्रेंड्स वोट ओवर राइट और रॉन्ग. माई फ्रेंड्स वोट ओवर लेफ्ट और राइट. वन सपोर्टेड समथिंग while other opposed it. And meanwhile, there was me, observing, listening and contemplating कि why the hell are we thinking in binary? ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि तुम दोनों सही हो और ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि तुम दोनों गलत, बट नहीं, हम तो लड़ रहे हैं. But that debates were made to understand the point of view of the other person. But think about it, has it been like that for a very long time? Years of evolution engraved one thing in our mind, that somebody has to win. Well, I say, who is the judge? But Tushar, that's what losers say. Arey, shut up. You don't believe me, so let's take an example. A very simple example. If a war breaks out between a country A and country B, and after a long and tiring battle, country A wins, do you think the son who didn't return home that day, it's still a win for his family? I know he's a martyr to the battle and I salute you for it. They have my full respect. But still, the family lost a son that day. I may come across completely nonsensical here, but give it some time. Give it some thought. The more you try to think out of the binary, the more you will understand. Well, this discovery led to something. My self-doubt at least came to an end. Or did it? This gave rise to some idea or some confidence, but it wasn't enough. The more time I spent around my friends, around my people, the more things started hitting me. Yet everybody out there, everybody out there is doing good in their life. Everybody out there is suffering from something. Everybody out there is going through something. But this so-called samaj, this so-called चार लोग, ये ना सब कुछ ruin कर रहे हैं. They are snatching it away from them. We broke one narrative and we made a new one, that is, there are more career options. But while breaking that single narrative, we built numerous ones on the back of it. And for the life of me, I don't seem to understand why. The only thing I can think of is ना कि हम इंसानों में कुछ कीड़ा है कि अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो बना दो. कहीं लोग फ्री दिख रहे हैं तो मैं कॉन्स्ट्रक्ट खड़ा कर दो. And then just sit and see those smiles fade. Does this thought make you angry? Does this make you smash the head of those people? Then great. I got their addresses. Get up and run. You will find them at this mysterious place called the Mirror. Don't be surprised. Don't act defensive ki no, we don't do this. Each and every one of you follows the narrative. Each and every one of you lives in the construct, and that is made by none other than you. You are the one that created a definition of perfection for yourself. You are the one that chose to not love yourself. You are the one that choose to lose yourself, so knight in shining armor will come to your rescue. And even after doing all of this, you are the one who will fight a weak person and say, I'm brave. These are the thoughts that triggered me. These are the thoughts that made me think, am I the only one? And these are the thoughts that made me start it. The silence you feel in this episode is the silence that I have felt for a very long time. And today, here I am at the end of it, sitting and talking to my friends. Only this time, I am the one taking part in the conversation. I won't say I fully understand all of this. Maybe I'm just a person speaking gibberish, making no sense at all. Maybe you find it worthless. Maybe you find it cringe. Or maybe you find it insightful. Maybe you find it as something worth listening to. Well, who am I to judge? I just felt like voicing my stance and I did. Now it's your turn. I won't say you have to follow all this. I won't even say that you have to accept it. I will be contradicting myself if I said that. But I'll say this. Go and have your point of view. Have your opinions and voice them out. And don't just stop there. The most important part is to listen to others as well. The most important part is to grow. Always. Many of my words might sound contradicting, but you have to figure out the meaning of it. And you have to figure out what's right and what's wrong. Because kids, that is what we call life. And I almost forgot. I asked you, this chart or the end? Well, if I have to answer, my answer is both. Yeah, curse me all you want, but there is one thing that I've always said. Don't believe in binary, don't live in binary. So yes, that is my answer. Moreover, I believe life is not a linear path. It's circular. For one thing to start, other has to end. Notice karna, start and end both give you the same type of rush in your body. Like for one story to start, other has to end na. वैसे ही, for your perception of this world to start, this podcast has to end. this season has to end. So go out, have some fun, develop your own process, and remember, it starts at the end.